Shelf of crime novels. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. There's a couple of spook novels hide amongst all detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do. What's all this crime fiction? Oh, crimes, robberies, murders, suicides, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They do teach a person how to be a proper detective. Fuck you, lady. Don't tell me what to do. Crime fiction is a disgrace, an asinine representation of the physical attributes and arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and limited dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming to contact with people during the worst days of their lives. I'm already a proper detective, thank you very much. Exactly. Can't tell me not to be a good proper detective. Sing. Not a single mention of all this stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of the books found on the shelf? Sure thing. You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get me, Mullen. The stellar adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the murder in the orchard. The sordid affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the clock tower. The ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's funeral pyre. The murder of Dick Mullen. Dick Mullen dies! Oh no, turns out he faked it to solve a case. Anymore? Yes, there's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen, a dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen, another one with fake death. And of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. Yes, quite a lot of Dick clickbait titles. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen? Who is Dick Mullen? His attempt to get sense fails. He seems very close, but yet, pulsating just out of reach. Damn. I almost found out. It's a picture book brochure. Very careful. It's a tome of fascist magic. wait, what? Fascist magic? Okay. Biographies of famous people. I would say, blah blah, the woman Hamster said, the greatest of innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's important indication at all, leading to deaths of history, legend, in relation to innocentic power. Who or what is an innocence? A very influential historic figure, but surely I don't have to tell you that. She waves her hand as if causing sad thought. You are a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is very daring. The audit aims to re-examine a universal sense of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tide order of things. I thought it was about which of these innocences is the cool and greatest. Perhaps for a layman, she scoffs. Deep analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meanings. So you recommend it? Certainly. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos would be in otherwise. I feel like you should get this one. It's definitely important somehow. It is something personal inside. I still need like a 109 fucking real monies to pay off that damn manager. Browsing through all the books with all the names makes your head spin. None really seems important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particular odd title catches your eye. It reads High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfred Deletras by one Cecilia Averbrook. What's it about? High Speed Love chronicles romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney races in history. One of them is the madcap driver Jacob Irv. He's blonde, the mane graces the cover. Yeah, but fire really isn't going to hurt that much. Maybe. Next to Earth's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. The fuck? How is he not dead? Pretty sure that kills you. Or at least blinds you. Next to that, Ravasholian radio personality Guillaume Bebe stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on daily life, on real life crime, ruining cops' days. I really must insist this by one of the books. You're interrupted by the shopkeep. Ring them. It's not for free. Do steal bros though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead, take your time. Time is commerce. You know what? Let's buy that. A true cultural touchstone. She nods. Enjoy the read. Boop. Yeah, I'm gonna read it in a bit. Map wall. Several maps are attached to a bulletin board inside the alcove. They're held up with small pins to work on loose from one corner. Maps looks old and faded. Do you catch a map of Insulinde and a map of Ravachol and a map of Martianis? The map of Insulinde. Archipelagos, a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of Insulindic Ocean. The largest of to the northeast is Likaulu. You are here. Another far in the southwest. 70 islands. What else? Zone, Laurentide, Face Alamir, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands. All the specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades in the blur of dotted lines, black and white. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Kalu. In a bookstore. It's you! Squint first, you can see cities on the islands. You can, on Kalu, Ravachol, a single black star. On Ozon, Fondelair, Vermandiux on Archipelagos, Coriant Moraine, Villiers on Semenine, Olduvai, and on the Laurentide, the aura of the 17th. Look at that, yes. Their ocean breaks apart in a tangle of consigns and azimuths, and all pointing to pale nothingness. Mundi is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seol is the west azimuth. Isolas they are called. Connections to other worlds. Words past Insulindian. Unknown to you. You only know where you've never been there. You only know you've never been there. I can't speak. Impossible! Oh my god, you have little idea. You have little idea what they are. Distant star gods. Look at them. But looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Oh, shit. Sorry. Whatever they are, these solas are immeasurably large compared to you and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods of distance and outer dust. Ravachol. The north coast of Meridian Island shadowed by the delta of the river. It is the river Esperant. Countless bridges put the shores back together, connecting the city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teamed with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Les Jardins, Stella Maris, the suburbs of Saint Baptiste. Swallow up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Ravachol East. And the west of the river? Coron. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Genrop. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Fauberg. It's almost as bad and much larger. Then Cold City. It's the worst. Immortales. It's as well can be seen on the map. No wait. There it is, north of Yamrock, strip of coast next to the greater Ravachol Industry Harbour. It looks downright despondent. Almost Cold City, to be honest. No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have, but it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world, you're still alive. Martinez, it's not a map, it's a true thing. A picture postcard with the buildings on it drawn from an isometric perspective. A date is upcorn says 48. Still, its style could be pretty useful scouting ahead. You see the Jaeger box in the industrial harbour, even the whirling in rags there. Can I buy these maps? So, officer, the map of Martin is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite available though. They might not. Quite available though. They might not look at the map of Martin is 90 cents though. Why is the Martin one way so cheap? Though, so thing it's an out-of-date map of our third location. Never was. Nor came it him to be from when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue. Set out those corner reviewers. Designed the new street mats. What happened then? They didn't get far for some reason. A shame the project never got going. If someone fixed Martinez up, all these ruins are bad for business. Ooh. Yeah, let's buy the map. Might as well. Slung out all the money. One map is bad for grids of the nets directions appropriate touristy locations. Here 48 resides on the upper right hand. Trace a path through the grid. Finger moves through the various streets across the blah. Rue de Saint Gis Lane, Rue de Saint Gisbert, over Saint Rune and Martinez North. Finally come to the halt on the spot we are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself. For more detailed view on the map, go to oh my god. Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego. Yeah. Skip that for now. Another boring book, just discarded here. Paranormal Books. So it's not strictly about crime, romance and biographies of famous, it's also a wide range of paranatural literature. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias V. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. The point of the book and many others on the shelf is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. How does that work? It serves platitudes while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and it would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your own cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, it can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to you, your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place. Does it say anything else? The book for chapters topics such as how to find magnesium, it even lists plants you can have magnesium from, how to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his livers, and there's even a chapter on the ancient Ceres tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying. This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this? Find something truly otherworldly. Hell yeah. The throw of your head increases with every passing moment as you gaze at the shelf. Suddenly, as out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title reads Medicinal Purposes of the Pale. What's the pale? The book contains any explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to be taken for granted. What's this book about? The book contains descriptions of various pseudo-scientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pale, also known as le territoire. For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venic or hand brew made from leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near pale. Sounds painful. It is supposed to be invigorating and good for circulation. What else? It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pale. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pail and leave them there for 30 to 60 days depending on the potency desired. And what does this pale aged liquor do? Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore the damaged liver to perfect health. I should probably get my hands on some of that. What else is there? For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the pale. Though a sidebar cautious readers to Oh, sorry. To limit each roll to less than an hour. These draws promise to cleanse the mind of worsen the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions. This is exactly what you need, huh? Anything else of note? This entire section devoted cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations. And I certainly don't need that. Close the book and blah blah blah. What books are these? I'm sorry, please no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up like opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no! What? Ah, fuck. Oh well, I need to get rich. I can buy all the books and shit. Who was? Close curtains. Yeah, that had broken away in another room. A strange cage like trinket dangles in the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
What's behind the curtains? Nothing! Now please go back to browsing books, you fiddles with the Bennett. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about! Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw away from curtains, the more alluring they become. Examine the strange cage-like trinket. You see some kind of old charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straws. Inside a disturbing fish head with empty eyes stares at you. Aside from poking it suspiciously, there is nothing else with the fish head charm at this time. Curtains many shut before. Oh, open the curtains! It's about to put open pot curtains. The petrified the voice of shopkeeper owner cries out once more. Sir, don't touch that! I told you softly to customers. Her hand is closed around her bed and her fingers nervously playing with the talisman. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for consequences. It's too dangerous! She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Can't people just buy books like normal people? Let's see. Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. It'll make things worse and unleash the powers. This is about the curse. That's why you're afraid. No, it's just a storeroom for employees. I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. He's almost begging you. Alright, let's think about it for a while. Thank you, let's just talk about this first, right? There's no reason we went into the round, no. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. Yeah, let's save before. Yes. Let's see. Spooky ghosts. Unleash the curse. Rip them apart. This time for real. See a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets. Your shadow looming over it like an omen. I warned you! You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding! I have a flashlight. I'm not scared. Ghostly silhouettes of hairdryers. Wait, who the fuck? A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Merely looking at its unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity. Or the door. A door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly slipped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Knock on the door. Only an echo. No one is there. A hollowed out dark echo. I broke into the communard apartment, so I get plus for this, say. Yes! Hacha! Ow! Ow. You smash in the wood and see a small crack appear on the front frame. It's going to take one more try to break through that, but you've done it. Instead, as you stand there, you're not thinking of trying it again, are you? Smashing the door again. Woodless. Smashing the door. Shout, fuck the system. Smash the door. Shout, freeze dirtbags. Hands up now. Fuck it, it hurts. Hands up now. Let's fucking do this. Oh.
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty train. It's an adventure! I think this may be the it's the Armitep's boxing club for young adults. Think you're right, says, though it looks like no one's been here for ages. I doubt electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Some specters are shimmering in a ray of streetlight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest. What if there's a reason why there's no one has been here for ages? Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations, where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we? I got enough XP, right? Ah, I didn't get enough. Ooh. Hands up, ghosts! Sand is dripping from a punch bag. Oh, it's a shotball ball. Cool. I can give that to the old guys outside. Poster says Sitius Fortis. The rest is worn off. Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. Barbell lies on the floor. Colors has worn off its weight plates. It's 50 kilos. You triceps haven't inside of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no colors on the bar. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar? Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no colors on the barbell. You're right, the weights may fall off. Better not touch them then. What kind of bastard would just remove the colors? It should be a felony. It would be a violation of EPI's safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. There's no one supposed to come here anyway. Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter? No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. And the feeling is gone. It's just a memory from another life, when you were young and fit. Ooh. Yeah, it's not. I'm coming for you, ghosts. Always blocked by old window panes and debris. Ooh, hello, Satan. A large demion full of strange liquid. While I was there, sitting in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Airship brothers covered in spiderwebs. They remind you of blades. Anyone here? This looks spooky. Hello? A naked mannequin torso. Strange yellow color. But where are the clothes it used to display? Ooh. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth bitten. I'll take that. Is this Emma's atelier? Ooh. Skis with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. What? Production schedule. Steel rotor blades bearing a slipstream logo. Oh wait, this slipstream place. Let me see. The cube-like crisscross of filaments feel oddly fragile in your hand. This intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads production schedule. Note: this filament contains information can be read using a radio computer. I see. What up, demons? It's me, ya boy. Oh my god, we're gonna die. Don't tell them that, Goliath. Ooh, that's some more money. I mean, who leaves money behind? Crazy people. Project Dreadboard. Your flashlight slides on an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles. Sketches and schemes, like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing is faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. It's not enough money for people to care. Well, I care, because it's real money. These lithe, pointed-eared creatures appear to be different from types of Welkins. You make out autumnal candle Welkins casting wax-based magic. Translucent Welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even Aether Welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fancies of a tortured feverish mind? One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. Examine Welkin. This is important. It's Varahamira, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clear a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all Welkin races will be purged. The Hulder, the Vogue, the humans, and even the Headless Men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled of only with Welkin. Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all. The lieutenant can't help but comment, an inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. But whispered, one of them is a Welkin supremacist. Political commentary. That one has a great beard too. Kim nods at Welkin's facial hair. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game. Would this be educational? Let's move on from the Welkins. Photo collage depicts barren icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms. Dead trees groaning under the snow. Entire oceans being frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds. Abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in dark. Carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers by Boreal Dweorg. Yurts under the snow. Great moment like beats of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine. A much needed respite from our own world. Screw you, electrochemistry, you weirdo. A pinned postcard reads, the heat, that scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world, as Viral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe. Schedule? This is the most canon from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI spend the marker drawn grid. Grand scheme of production and money. It looks like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Keep reading. What happened? As time goes on, numbers of books grow rarer and rarer. Then the board becomes an empty snowfield. In the final days, only fail to regret dwell in this region. Yeah. The lieutenant looks at the frigid dry field of nothing clues. Looks like he didn't make it. A note in the bottom left corner says, see the Procello filament for details. Expect notes. I wonder if I can find one of those radio computers. I'm gonna become a radio wizard. Cause that's fucking legit. The handwriting is only partly legible, but can be seen like out slogans. Call in, tune out, viral, untethered, and heat the death of the universe. The full text reads, heat of the universe is the new black. Another note says, the biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s. Oh my god. But I want to be a wizard, man. Is this a radio thing? Mainframe, Swiss carriage machine with a cube-shaped heart and wire framework. The keyboard. Oh, it's a radio computer. Keyboard shouldn't carry on-off button. Piece of paper still hangs from a printer. Says the lieutenant, watching a certain handwriting. Just sitting here without any insight. He sounds surprised and a bit cautious. This is the RAM Civic radio computer model RC5120. Equipped with a Feld mainframe and a RAM compatible printer. Should turn on? We have one of these down the station, but I never really learned how to use it. Turn on the machine! The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing virescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's cell compartment is wide open. Looks like the compartment, it's empty. Like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have fit perfectly inside the compartment. Insert. It's a smooth rubber filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play button starts blinking. Play. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static sips through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall until a voice speaks out, crackling an old, cutting into the air. Let's see. Good evening, Fortress Accident. Let's see. Fortress Accident on Rudy Stengi's Lane. This is East Insulindian. Repeat to Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? What's the production schedule? Filament you inserted into the reader. You mean the glowing thing I put inside? Yes, is that the production schedule? Yes. Good, please repeat the password. This is police, please open the password. I'm really bad passwords. Can you give me a hint? No. It's my birthday? Still no. This is the police, please open this thing. The voice recites, I'm contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for the accident without filling a warrant with Lintel. I cannot give access to this filament. We're afraid we're not doing that unless we want to wait for a month. Now, can you please repeat the password? I don't know the password. You see, I will register this login attempt. Don't worry, passwords are not turning up sooner or later. Is there anything I can do for you today? Why do you call me Fortress Accident? For the company on whose name this terminal account using has been listed to. Do you have any other information about this company? One moment. You hear her flip through a catalog. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive car and radio games. That's what the catalog says. And what's that? This interactive car on radio play? The static drowns her response. Any other questions? Okay. I hear her ask when connection finally improves. What are you, a machine or are you alive? Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne. Then whispers into her ear. She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid. Yvonne, my papa tells you are because really people are paranoid. They're merely cautious, though, says the old lady. It's my job to protect new filaments as a password repeater at East Insulidian Station. Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am? I work as a repeater at East Insulidian Repeat Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, so static then. I am sitting in my cubicle surrounded by a wall of radios. No, please tell me if there's anything else. No. Thank you and goodbye. Alright, so we leave it in for now. Frequency Fireplace. Fireplace covering lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone-like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and slightly ancient. What am I looking at? Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 1 through 123.6, blah blah blah. Some written notes too, sparse and cryptic. Radio frequency format. Unclear, it looks like a cardiovascular system split in the veins. Capillaries, very advanced. So we're doing something medical here? Think so? The web is comprised of radio stations. All lead back to the one red heart titled Game Master. The note says this one can listen in on any station it wants. So a massive air breath. These things don't come cheap. Wait, who's the game master? Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. If it's game, who's then playing? Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the station suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Mundi, Sulinde, Katla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara. There's no way a little bit Smith studio working here could pull anything like this off. My God, the lieutenant leans closer, his fingers tracking the maddening rhythm. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious the project became. Sounds like Kickstarter and stuff. Because the loan must have been huge. Exactly, he nods at the calendar and shop wiping his milk-stained fingers clean against the jacket. This shuttle, I know doom when I see it. Company was running out of funding. What else? Nothing, it's just lines on marble, an echo from a long time ago. No one has used the fireplace in ages. Scribble across the notebook, the most advanced RPG in the universe!
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It's just a failed business. The only question is what the hell were they making? Is the question? Takes a step back, steeping his hands. Looks like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, craft together with like a puzzle box. Looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people are trying to automate it, make it work on our radio computers. What do you think about the new company? No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. This was a role-playing game. Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Was in chalkboard. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of their real board game, with heat death thrown in. Has anyone done this before? Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein, pays to industry. But I don't think anyone attempted to create an intersolar game before. We just don't have the technology. Through call-in stations in Oxford, that's the fireplace. None of the players have to be physical present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's a game master frequency license in on all the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to correlate the stories. Functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts. His fascination swept aside, has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked. Coordinated so many games will take in a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-communities. Wow, conclude. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality. He's a nerd. All these people were nerds making this. World cold and lonely, this would keep it company. Let's finish it. All smile breaks on his face. It's too late for that, I'm afraid, he says. Looking around in his direct room, pipes howl, and rat crosses the floor. Okay, Clueless, let's keep moving. Where's the password? I need the password, man. Yeah, by the way, maybe saves. Ghosts. I don't think so.
Yes?
That's you. Eh.